Okay, a special good afternoon, good night to some persons according to where you're shining in from. Thank you, Sir Townsend, for making the platform so available as usual. Bless you. Dr. Samuel, I see you in the house. Bless you, sir. Pray the Lord will give us a good session again today. And we welcome you from all across the world. I know Marva is from Canada. We have friends from the Caribbean islands. We have persons from where you could tell us eventually. So, but we thank you that you have made it possible to be a part of this exciting More Mito movement. Wow, what a time to be alive. We have never had so many persons alive on the planet at any one time, nearly 8 billion people. What a world in turmoil. What a world losing their health. Not only old people, but youth is no longer a guarantee of health. And people are looking for something. The medical system is trying. The doctors are pulling out their hair to help people to deal with many issues. And many of them have become new because with so many different things, Wi-Fi and the cell sites and towers, cell phone radiation, and all kind of things. It's just a crazy time to be alive. But we thank God that we have hope in the midst of the storm. And talking about storm, there may be one heading in the Caribbean right now, and many people are frantically trying to get themselves together for the storm. But whatever storm there is, we thank God that Jesus walked upon the troubled waters of our lives and has delivered to us, ladies and gentlemen, two powerful products, powerful company, and an amazing technology, and the story of the mighty, amazing, miraculous mitochondria. Get your head wrapped around this story. It is already changing your life and it will continue to change your life. As we pray, Father, we thank you for today. Thank you for the opportunity to see another day, to be alive. May you bless those of us on the call and those who are coming. May you bless each country represented, each family represented, each individual that is on this call. Help us, Lord, to live here with a new sense of hope, especially those who are coming on to hear this amazing story for the first time. Bless us, Lord. Bless Dr. Samuels and Marvel as we all together conduct this call and give you the honor, the glory, and the praise. We say thanks in Jesus' name. Amen. So, ladies and gentlemen, we always like to give the disclaimer because it is one of the things that we need to do. The FDA disclaimer, more MITRE, these statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. The products discussed is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The information is intended for general information purpose only. It is not intended as a substitute for medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment of disease. As it relates to persons who may share testimonials, no one was compensated for giving a testimonial. All testimonials are the opinions of those individuals and may not be the result that everyone gets. So, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people are getting testimonies. Or you should hear some in terms of children, hear some in terms of the adults and the elderly, people who are now helping themselves again after suffering things like a stroke or a heart attack, or just old age causing their muscles to get weak and they can't really help themselves too well. Ladies and gentlemen, people are getting their minds sorted out again, mental clarity and alertness. Their muscles are getting stronger. Their bodies are feeling stronger. Their memory is coming back, and they are now able now to restore their eyesight. And they just feel a little better than before, breathing better, looking better. Oh my God, what a time, what a time, what a company. And man, what a presenter we have today in Dr. Desmond Samuels, waiting in the wings. Already is showing you the picture of the human cell. So Dr. Desmond Samuels holds a bachelor's degree in psychology. He also holds a bachelor's degree in what? Theology. He has a diploma as an electronic technician. He's an accident and emergency physician. Yes, you'll see him if some persons go to some emergency room and need to put their lives back together. He's also a massage therapist, very good at it. He's an expert in what we call functional medicine. And he is also a mitochondrial expert at that also. So, ladies and gentlemen, few people are as qualified as Dr. Samuels to talk about more mito. He has a passion, he has a love for the two products. And also, he loves to speak about the technology. What a difference this is making in people's lives. And we are very happy. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get out of the way of greatness and introduce to the world a person that's going to tell us about the Mobito and the mitochondria products. Dr. Samuels, have you made the call, please, sir?
I am here. I am here. How are you? How is your Saturday going?
Man, I tell you, it's overcast in Jamaica, which is representing the fact that there's a major system or systems in the Caribbean. And we are hearing that something is heading for Jamaica. I wish it was more Mito, but it's a massive storm or something happening. But so we are putting
Yeah,
ourselves
yeah.
together, sir.
Yes. You know, Jamaica is the only country
Yes, yeah.
that was speared by a hurricane and people got upset. I remember a few I
Look at
remember a
that.
few years ago I was there and the
Yes,
government tell everybody to put their precautions and stuff in place.
yes,
And when the hurricane, a category 4 it was, changed
yes.
course and missed the island, a lot of
People are
persons were upset that they didn't
disappointed.
get to. Yeah, I have to
Might
be upset.
tell you. But when Hurricane Gilbert came, a lot of people wanted to experience it because they did not get an experience of an hurricane before. But what an experience. We're a butter
Well,
bruised.
I and I enjoyed it. It was just about I was in my last year of high school. I always hear about 51 storm and
Yes,
this storm, and I
yes,
wanted to experience my own storm. The good thing that God did for us is that He allowed that storm to come in the daytime.
yes,
So, as a little boy, September 12th, I remember 1988, I was outside in this thing. The coconuts were flying off the trees, the
yes,
zinc sheets were flying off our
yes,
houses. Oh, it
yes.
was amazing. And
Was
then
something else.
I'm not
I
even three
enjoyed I
days.
enjoyed it too. I was in Canada.
But
And
you weren't even born as yet, mother.
Oh please. I was still in diapers, but I was born.
listen,
Anybody
and
Yes.
that
believe that? I got land to sell you.
I that we that song that Loving Dear sing on
Oh, what
the
a
dish
masterful song.
that
Yes.
was so that was so indicative of the hurricane because
Hurricane. Mhm.
the looting and the it wasn't even stealing, it was picking up stuff at that time.
It was something else.
It was.
Man.
And
But
imagine within 5 days we had over 36 songs about it. Jamaicans are the best.
wow, they are creative. Yes,
Why
yes, yes.
but nothing like Wild Gilbert.
Mm, tell you.
Folks, welcome. Spend your Saturday with us. We are going to talk about the mitochondria. We're going to talk about more mito. And for those who were on the corporate call, I hope you had some good information there. Um, I'm supposed to be leaving for Chicago on Thursday. I booked my ticket on WestJet. The mechanics are on strike, even though the government was trying to force them to go back to work yesterday. They're like, nope, you can't make us go back to work. We need more money. Yes, in Canada, we have a puppet for a prime minister, so people can just walk all over him. Anyway, that's a different story. More mitochondria. When we went to med school, number one thing they told us is that most disease and illnesses are as a result of low energy. So, diseases and sicknesses come because our energy level is low. If the energy in the cell is low, the cell is tired, it is weak, it is lethargic, cannot perform at its best. And so when pathogens come in to destroy it, it just don't have the energy to fight against the pathogens. Now, what gives the cell its energy? The cell gets its energy from an organelle that we call the mitochondria. mitochondria. Some our organs in our bodies have more, some have less. But the ones that are required to do the bulk of the heavy lifting to keep us alive and well, they have more mitochondria than any other organ. Like the heart, for example, tons of mitochondria. And the liver, lots of mitochondria. The lungs, the brains, the kidneys. So those guys have most of the mitochondria that is needed for the body to operate optimally. And so when those mitochondria are not operating at their best, then those guys actually start having problems. When we isolate the mitochondria and look at it, one of the things that jumps out at us is the first organelle, is the first interior product that they talk to us about, and that is the DNA. In spite of the fact that the cell has its DNA in the nucleus, the mitochondria also has its own DNA. And what we're finding out in forensic science is that the DNA is more potent, lasts longer, and it is way better for us than the DNA for them than the DNA that is found in the nucleus. And so that is an amazing, 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 amazing arrangement because they're now using this for more crime fighting than the DNA from the nuclei. So our formulator and chief researcher, Dr. Bevan Elliott, he indicates that what affects the health the most is the health of the mitochondria. You literally cannot be your best or your healthiest unless your mitochondria are at their best. Now, if the health of the mitochondria can be improved and you have more mitochondria, you have bigger mitochondria that are more energetic, more powerful, more potent, then your overall health will definitely be improved. So if you get the mitochondria right, and then you can just watch your body rebuild, restore, rejuvenate, and reverse the effects of aging. So by definition, the mitochondria is a membrane-bound cell organelle. And what it does, it generates most of the chemical energy that is needed to power the cell, the biochemical reactions. Because as we sit, as we eat, as we breathe, as we talk, there's a whole lot of biochemical reactions going on in order for us even to do those things. All right. So whatever activities you have to do, there's got to be some kind of biochemical reaction in order for you to perform that activity. And so the mitochondria is what provide the cell with the energy to give you the ability to do that. You know, if they were to take your nuclear fission on you and take the energy that your body has, you have enough energy in your body to actually light up an entire city. Now, chemical energy produced by the mitochondria is stored in what we call ATP. So the human body is made up of approximately 70 trillion cells, and each of these cells are powered by the mitochondria. Why? The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. So what it does, it converts fats and carbohydrates into energy that we call ATP, the cell's energy currency. So when you eat and those carbohydrates, the one molecule of carbohydrate is supposed to produce 32 molecules of ATP. Yes, for those of us who did bio in school and try to remember that god awful Krebs cycle. My God, that thing drive fear in most medical students and our people who did biology. Powerhouse of the cell. What does that mean? It's the main site of ATP production. Plays a vital role in calcium storage. Persons usually start losing calcium as we age. So as we age, the calcium is getting depleted and depleted and depleted. And so if the mitochondria is right, it helps the body to store more calcium. That means it's going to help you to fight against diseases like osteoporosis. It plays a vital role in that. It also plays a vital role in what we call apoptosis. So it plays a very vital role in what we call apoptosis. All right. What is apoptosis? Our cells are supposed to live a certain amount of days, and then they're supposed to die and be replaced by new cells. But sometimes, because because the mitochondria is not right, those same cells, instead of hanging around, what they do is that they continue to proliferate, and then they become problematic for us. All right, they cause serious problems because they are not dying off. And the problems that they can cause is that they can become tumor, and then those tumors now can become malignant or even benign. So we have to be very careful with taking care of our mitochondria, taking care of the mitochondria in our system. Okay, it also helps with the detoxification of the liver. So when the liver needs to be detoxified, it is what it helps with that as well. It helps with the detoxification also of the kidney, and it helps with the detoxification of the colon. The thing about it is that a human being definitely cannot survive without mitochondria. So, what happens when the mitochondria is low? From a cardiac point of view, you can have arrhythmia and irregular heartbeat. You can also have low or high blood pressure. From a neurological point of view, you get attention deficit disorders, you get difficulty with your attention, you have memory problems, persons develop seizures and all kinds of headaches. You get noise sensitivity, light sensitivity, and smell sensitivity or insensitivity. From a gastrointestinal perspective, you're looking at lack of appetite, difficulty eating, vomiting, gagging, can't swallow. You're looking at dehydration. And then what comes with dehydration? Constipation. And when you're constipated, the possibility of developing a lot of hemorrhoids are now there. Nausea, stomach cramps, all kinds of infection. From a musculoskeletal point of view, you have muscle pain, general pain, muscle cramping, joint pain, and the muscle weaknesses. So all kinds of stuff can start happening once the mitochondria is not right. So folks are looking at lack of energy, shortness of breath, mouth sores, fever, dizziness, lightheadedness, congestion, coughing, dry skin, kidney stones, swollen hands, swollen glands, blurry vision, and redness of the hands. All of these stuff, folks, can be as a result of low mitochondria. All right, so we just have to be very careful and find ways to keep the mitochondria right. We're looking at stuff like renal failure, pulmonary issues, gastrointestinal issues, erectile dysfunction, infertility issues, all vision issues. A lot of this stuff is all as a result of low mitochondria. Either they're low, they're damaged, or they're defective. So once this happens now, what's going to happen is that the cardiovascular issues are going to come in, because inflammation is the guy that comes in before the disease process. So inflammation first, then the disease comes in after the inflammation. And stuff like cardiovascular diseases, we're talking about stuff like hypertension. So now you are on hypertensive medication. Usually you just don't get one. You get one for one thing and one for another thing, and then you'll probably end up getting another one to counteract the side effect of the main one that you're on. One of the medication that they give us, give a lot of our men, is a medication, is the water pill. Now, this water pill is crazy. You're not supposed to be on it long term. It's supposed to be for a short term, 3-4 months max. Because what the water pill does is that it tricks your body to believe in or thinking that it's pumping 6 liters of blood per minute, when in a sense it's only pumping 5, and the other extra one is being peed out. But this other side effect of the water pill is the fact that it can cause a condition called gynecomastia. And this is where the man now ends up having boobs as big as his wife or even bigger. And so with that man boob issue, it seems to me, well, it doesn't seem, it's basically the fact that the estrogen level in the man is now higher, or as high as his testosterone level. And so when that happened, now he is faced with the fact that he is now at risk for having breast cancer. About 20,000 men per year is diagnosed with breast cancer in the States. Over 2,000 die from it. And even in our practice, we're actually doing mastectomy on our men. We're taking off their man boobs for them because they now become high risk for cancer. A lot of persons, like we said before, having eye disorder, allergies, diabetes mellitus is one of the big ones that is happening because persons are having this mitochondrial problem. What they are also finding out is that one of the reasons, big reason for the high blood pressure is the fact that a lot of persons are suffering from insulin resistance. So now inside of your blood, which is supposed to be the carbohydrates, which are supposed to be inside of the cell, they are now in the blood. And by them being in the blood, they are actually causing, because of the insulin resistance thing with the diabetes, it's now causing the hypertension that a lot of people are experiencing. So before you're diagnosed with diabetes, a lot of folks are finding out that they already have insulin resistant stuff going on. One of the number one cause in medicine for high blood pressure is a condition they call idiopathic. What does it mean? Idiopathic? It's an idiot thing. Mean that we don't know. Now research and development is trying to help us here to let us know that the possibility for a lot of persons having idiopathic hypertension is because of the amount of sugar that is running around in your blood. All right, because of insulin resistance. If you look at this blood vessel that we have here on the screen, it's an artery, coronary artery. Let's say it's a coronary artery that takes oxygenated blood to the muscles of the heart. What happened is that because of high blood pressure, a lot of times they get damaged. The epithelium gets damaged. Now, what is going to run to the rescue to fix it? Cholesterol. The same cholesterol we call LDL, low density lipoprotein. So basically, this LDL is what the doctors are will tell you that you have too much bad cholesterol in your body. Reason you have so much bad cholesterol is a possibility that you are fully have a lot of inflammation. And so the heart is what makes 75% of the cholesterol that that the body require. But when the check is done, the heart possibly find out that your inflammation is so high, and that is why it's overproducing cholesterol. So if we can get the inflammation under control, the liver won't need to overproduce cholesterol. So what happened now? This cholesterol comes here and it blocks up the damaged area, and there's a lot of inflammation and oxidative stress going on. So it basically cleaves itself to the walls of your blood vessel and develop a plaque. Once the plaque reaches 70%, it's a condition now we are going to call that angina, because you start having chest pains and stuff. So with this chest pain, and then if you don't get rid of it, get rid of the plaque over time, you might have to stent it, or you might have to do a bypass. A regular bypass, double bypass, triple bypass, quadruple bypass. You might have to end up doing some kind of bypass. Because if this bad boy becomes totally occluded, any vessel tissue distal to the plaque is going to have what we call necrosis, not apoptosis, which is the control cell death. We're going to have necrosis because no oxygen is reaching those tissues and they're going to die. And that's how you end up with a heart attack. Secondly, if this was a vessel that was taking oxygenated blood to the brain, then you also end up with a stroke. So it can either be a ischemic or hemorrhagic stroke. That's what will end up happening to you. All right, so we have to take time out to take care of the mitochondria so that everything will be okay. All right. Now, how do we prevent or repair mitochondrial damage? We prevent or repair it by, go back to Dr. Bevan Elliott. The company is called More Mito, short for More Mitochondria. It took him 9 years of research and development to come up with 2 formulated products. These products have been on the market now for the past 3 years. So one is Ultra Mito Restore, which works from the inside out. It grows mitochondria to increase cellular energy and provide your body with the nutritional resources to restore, regenerate, and to repair itself physically and emotionally. Now, the other product is Ultra Mito Rejuvenate. It's our topical gel, works from the outside in. It works on areas specific concern to you. So now, are you having stretch marks? Are you having dry skin? Are you having sunburn? Whatever it is, are you having dandruff? All those kind of stuff that's going on. Those are the specific areas of concern that it works on. Are you having joint pains, muscular pains, any of those kind of stuff? That's what it's going to do for you. Damage ends, split ends to your hair. It's going to work on those, correct? So, anything that is unwanted from your scalp to your skin, and anywhere on your body. It penetrates deep to affect tendons, ligaments, muscles, joints, any place that may be experiencing discomfort, mobility issues, lack of feeling, or poor circulation. This is where the Juvenate, the Ultra Mito Juvenate, is going to come alive and help to repair what needs to be repaired. So it comes in a jar, it looks just like this, and it's a topical gel. You just not just don't just rub it in. I want you to massage it in so it gets deep into your tissues. The Restore, it comes with another applicator. You use this applicator and you take it sublingually. Now, so with the Restore and the Rejuvenate, these products, they it's a natural products are involved in them, and what they do, they amplify the products, and they're driven deep into your cell, and they just don't stop at the cell, they go deep into the mitochondria, both the Restore and the Rejuvenate. What makes them so special is the XDS, exponential delivery system. That is what makes them special. Because let's talk about the XDS. The XDS, then, this is what Dr. Bevan Elliott was working on more so for the last 9 years. So you have all of these products, but how do you get them where they need to be? How do you get them deep inside of the cell? If you think about a chain link fence and you have a tennis ball or two or three, and you try to get them on the other side of the fence, you have to go close to the fence, put them against the fence, and push them through. With some amount of energy, they get to the other side of the fence. But think about the same fence. Now, this is how the XDS works. And you have a handful of sand, and you just take that sand and throw it against the fence. Guess what happens? It just goes to the other side, no problem. So this is how the XDS technology takes the ingredients in the Restore and the Rejuvenate and brings them to the other side of the fence. So it brings them through the lipid bilayer of the cell and takes them right into the cytoplasm. It just does not stop at the cytoplasm, but then it goes all the way to the mitochondria and goes deep, deep into the mitochondria. So let's talk about the Restore again. It is our adaptogenic formula, and it's designed to promote, stimulate free natural energy from the mitochondria that can outlast your longest day. See, folks, now you are going to be starting to forget about that Red Bull, that Monster drink. They have a new one that came out the other day. I forget the name of it. But these things are so full of caffeine. Like one Red Bull, the normal size one Red Bull has approximately 27, the equivalent of 27 cups of coffee, the amount of caffeine it has in it. And then along with the other stuff that they put in there, the other stimulants, that is just crazy. A lot of men coming to our hospital, and they come and they say, "Doc, my back is hurting." Once a dude comes and tells you he's having back pain, usually 8 out of 10 times he's having erectile dysfunction issue. And so you ask him, "What is it that you're drinking when you take alcohol?" Boom, that one is nasty. Red Bull and Guinness, they call that steel butter. That may work for a while, folks, but in time it is going to damage the muscles in your penis, and your erection is going to be negligible after a while. It enhances the brain's ability with the vision, the clarity, and the focus to meet your everyday challenge. In other words, it's getting rid of brain fog, and it's helping you to stay focused. It is a mood enhancement and chronic stress reduction. That's what it does. People are getting more, deeper, and more restorative sleep. The cellular detoxification and repair is also taking place, and immune system enhancement with anti-parasitic and anti-pathogenic support is happening. So basically, it's a body-wide support for your major organ system, and it enhances the ability of the body to manage itself and to maintain homeostasis. So we are not promoting you a product that's going to heal your body. What we are promoting is a precursor. Why do you mean by that? So what happened is that when this technology gets into your body and into your cells, what it is going to do, it is going to enhance the energy of the mitochondria. Now the mitochondria gets back to where the energy level needs to be. Then what is it going to do after? It is going to enhance the energy in the cell, bring the body back into homeostasis, activating the glutathione, which is going to take time out to get rid of the free radicals, get rid of the inflammation, get rid of the oxidative stress, help your body now to be at the point where it's reversing the effects of aging and getting you back to where you need to be. So now, once the body gets into homeostasis, it will start repairing itself one cell at a time, one tissue at a time, one organ at a time, one organ system at a time, one organism, which is the human body, at a time. And so, what we're trying to do, or what we're doing on this call this evening, is to help folks to start repairing their cells, get their body back into homeostasis, where it can start repairing itself from the inside out with the restore and from the outside in with the rejuvenate. These are documented benefits of olive oil, along with the olive leaf and the black seed oil. And so these are just some of the documented benefits of these three superfood ingredients. It helps with excessive fatigue, relief, regulate blood sugar, regulate blood pressure. It helps with cardiovascular support, major organ support. Folks, it helps with weight loss. These are documented um, documented benefits. It helps with persons who want healthy hair and youthful skin, anti-parasitic and anti-pathogenic. Helps with cholesterol improvement and also help with immune response support. All right, so these are the documented benefits. The benefits of Restore can be especially important for those persons who are experiencing extreme energy deficit. Usually, this extreme energy deficit is from the effects of medication too. So there are some medication that will really affect you in a negative way. Do you have athletes that are thriving for extreme performance? Man, I tell you, them Jamaican boys and girls are looking amazing for the next Olympics coming up, especially in the sprints. We're expecting great things. Dr. Clive, you're gonna have to get to those coaches and get them on this product, because if they're doing well without it, imagine when they start taking it. Anyway, it's also great for working moms and dads. Anyone who just want to be as healthy as you can be, just try Restore today and launch a rescue mission on yourselves. How do you take Restore? As I said before, the bottle, it comes in a liquid form. It comes with an applicator. It is recommended that you take 4 milliliters per day. But however, for your first 4 or 5 days, I am going to recommend that you double up, triple up if you need to. Depending on what condition you're dealing with and want to get fixed, you might have to do that anyway. So, how do you take it? You are supposed to get it under your tongue. So you take the applicator and you fill it with 4 milliliters of the Restore, the liquid formula. Put it under your tongue, hold your head back about 30 degrees, and just allow it to be absorbed sublingually right into your blood stream. Gets into your bloodstream, and now it's going to flow to these cells and get to these cells, be taken through the lipid bilayer of your cells, and be taken deep inside. So, do not put all 4 milliliters under your tongue at one time. You do that, a lot of saliva is going to be in your mouth, and it's going to be more difficult for you to absorb it sublingual. So you do it one at a time. You put it in, you hold your head back, you wait for about 30 seconds, and then you watch it absorb. Sorry, you wait for about 60 to 90 seconds, allow it to be absorbed, and then you are good to go. You do that So if you're gonna double up, if you're gonna do it twice per day, then you're gonna do that in the morning and in the evening. Because remember, when you have your deep restorative sleep, that is when your body does most of the repair work. All right. So you can take it in the morning, or you can split it up, some in the morning, some in the evening. How quickly do you expect to see stuff? You're gonna see stuff. Some folks see stuff same day. Others take days to weeks, and some even take months. The truth is that it depends on how much detoxification needs to be done. Do you sometimes it's got to take it time to detoxify the liver, the kidney, detoxify the detoxify your colon, and so on and so forth. So signs of detoxification includes for the first few days or so, you might find yourself a little bit more tired, a little bit more lethargic, and so on and so forth. Don't worry about it. It's your body that is detoxified. You might find yourself a bit more sleeping a little bit more. So yes, that's going to happen to some folks. The other thing you might find is you have a nagging headache, not not the terrible one like a migraine, a cluster headache, or something like that, but more like a nagging headache. What is going on here? It's the fact is that your body is releasing the toxins. They are being pulled out of your cells, of your tissues, out of your organs. So this detoxification can result in you having a mild headache. The other detoxification thing that you might find happening is that there are some folks who have not been to the bathroom for more than maybe 4 times a week. All of a sudden now they're finding out that they're going to the bathroom sometimes 3, 4, 5 times a day, not with runny diarrhea, liquid diarrhea, but it is basically that they're just passing more stool. Some folks have even testified that they had to use a plunger before they flood the bathroom so that they did not overflow the toilet. So, folks, the detoxification is taking place. All right. So that is what is going on there. Now, the conventional wisdom then they say is to allow at least 3 months for any nutraceutical product to really have a fair shot. But I'd say, based on how these products are working, you are going to find out that you may be taking it for one thing, but it's working on something else, and it's working on something else, and it's working on another thing. And sometimes it's doing some great work on the inside that you and I can't even see. All right. So I would say don't give up on it. Be patient. Remember some of the stuff that you've been going through. You've been going through them for years. So don't expect 2 to 3 weeks for everything to be sorted out. Some persons come back to me after 3 weeks and say, this is not doing anything for me. So you ask them a question. How is your bowel movements? Oh, yeah, I'm going to the toilet more often. Oh, how is your sleep? Yeah, I'm sleeping more. But the thing I'm taking it for, it's not working for me. Give it time. This is not directed to your particular problem that you come to it with right off the bat. It is getting your body into homeostasis, and your body is going to be what that's going to allow and see what takes priority as it picks stuff that you don't even know that is going. Now, these are the 44 ingredients that are in our Restore product, along with the extra virgin olive oil, the black seed oil, and the olive leaf. We're looking at astaxanthin. Basically, it's anti-cancer, antioxidant, anti-diabetic, and it prevents cardiovascular issues. So one of the things that it does, it helps to prevent those plaques from forming in your chest. I was talking to somebody and they were saying to me, Doc, I always have this a lot of chest pain. But since I start taking this product, I'm finding that the chest pain has actually reduced. Sometimes I'm wondering to myself, what's going on here? Because it has become the norm. So, see, folks, one of the things that happens is that once the mitochondria is at its best, it activates the glutathione. The glutathione is a cholesterol chelator. And so it actually goes cleave itself to these cholesterol plaques that are forming in your arteries and take its time to clean them out over time. All right. So that is one of the things that is happening there. So the turmeric root is good for arthritis. It's good for respiratory infection. Great for allergies. Persons who are depressed or any other mood disorder, it is good for that. The PEA, it's anti-inflammatory. The bilberry reduce the risk of cancer. The spirulina helps with your immune system, and the lutein helps to improve or prevent age-related macular degeneration. CoQ10 improves energy production in your cells. The rhodiola is good for stamina, for strength, for mental capacity, and it resets the effects of stress. The bacopa, good for memory, fight against insomnia, fight against epilepsy, and it's an antioxidant. And the maca root, it reduces the incidence of erectile dysfunction. It is great for energy and endurance. It increases those. And for persons suffering from infertility issue, it helps to reverse or to fix that. And these are just some of the great things that this product does for us. Now, the second product I want to talk about is the Rejuvenate. And it's great for anything that causes you to itch, to scratch, any breakout, or anything that irritates. So if you're suffering from joint pain or discomfort, random bumps and bruises, any kind of breakout, any kind of fine lines and wrinkles, any sunburn or sun damage, even if it's been a decade old, any burns, any cuts, any bruises, any insect bite, any dandruff and other scalp issues, and for a lot of us men, razor bump, it is great for that. So it takes care of scars, it takes care of moles, it takes care of warts and skin tags. Folks, listen, when you go to the supermarket or wherever you go, the drugstore, the department store, and you buy your deodorant, read the label, make sure that it does not have any aluminum in it. Because the aluminum actually is carcinogenic. It's cancer causing. And so a lot of folks are using our technology here as a natural deodorant. It's great for hairstyling. It helps to repair damage of the hair. It is great for persons who are having peripheral neuropathy, where they're having pain and tingling in their toes and in their ankles, in their calf muscles, and so on and so forth. It's great for that. It's great for persons with sore or tired eyes. Helps get rid of the redness out of your eyes as well, where you look like you're smoking weed on a daily basis. And when you have sinus infection, put it on a Q-tip, put it up your nose, massage it, and it will actually help to clear up that sinus infection. So the benefits, especially important to those who want fresher, younger looking skin, who are looking for a natural alternative to medication for pain and discomfort, persons who wants to have sharper vision and get quick relief from eye strain. Yes, this Rejuvenate is great for that. So if you have athletes in your family or you're an athlete yourself and you want to pursue a more vigorous workout routine, great for that. And if you just want to be as healthy as you can possibly be with less emotional stress and physical discomfort, yes, we do that. How do you take it? We recommend that you order both products. They come in a package together. When you get them, you take 1 teaspoon of the liquid Restore, put it in the jar with the Rejuvenate, and just mix it up so it becomes one. And then you're going to apply it into and around or on the area of discomfort. Now, even after that discomfort is gone, we recommend that you still continue to use it for a few more days so that you will actually get a more complete recovery. And again, the stuff this thing work on anything on your skin that does not look normal, any kind of discomfort, any pain, anything that's going on like that, it works. Persons are testifying that this Restore and Rejuvenate have done stuff for them that other natural medication that they have been taking for 10, 15, 20 years has never done. So folks, we are not dealing superficially. We are not dealing extracellularly. We are dealing intracellularly. We are going deep into the cell, and your body now is going to start reversing the effects of inflammation, reversing the effects of oxidative stress, reversing the effects of free radical damage, reversing the effects of aging, and help your body to start fixing itself properly. Again, just like with the Restore, you might need a bit more time. in some instances, but some folks see instant result. But more often than not, it is days to weeks. And again, it depends on how much detoxification needs to be done. Because the more detoxification needs to be done, the body is going to do that. It's going to detoxify. And then the mitochondria going to become energized again, and so on and so forth. And some of these ingredients that's actually in the Restore, they are there to protect the mitochondria from free radical damage. These are the 22 ingredients that are in our Rejuvenate. And you can take your time and just go through them and see the medical efficacy that they have to offer. So when we talk about cause and effect, so what is the cause here? The cause is that the mitochondria is in trouble. The mitochondria needs your and my help, because when they are in trouble, then the energy level on the cell goes down. Pathogens come in, and the lysosomes and those other organelles that do the fighting, they are weak, they are lethargic, they don't have the energy to fight. So that is the cause. So here is Mito, the Ultra Mito Restore. Here's the Ultra Mito Rejuvenate. You get them deep into the cell, deep into the mitochondria, restoring the energy of the mitochondria, the activity of the mitochondria. Now it's going to cause the cell to be producing the energy that is necessary. And so now we are going to start getting rid of inflammation, oxidative stress, free radical damage. These guys which cause diseases and chronic pain. Once we get rid of them, now the mitochondria and is now going to start getting back to where it needs to be. And whatever it is that you're suffering from, once the mitochondria is right, they are going to become right all over again. So get this technology into your body, into your cells, and start experiencing life anew. Start experiencing rejuvenation, restoration, and the repair of free radical damage, and the reversal of the effects of aging on your body. Launch an attack. Launch an attack. Launch a rescue mission by getting the mitochondria right and start getting back to optimal health. Back to you, Dr. Clark.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Samuels. And the way you break this thing down, man, I tell you, even the young ones can understand it. For persons who are just remembering again that the mitochondria, what it is and the role it plays in the body, and now to get the information, the greatest kept secret of mankind is the power, awesome, amazing, marvelous, miraculous, splendiferous mitochondria. What a thing. And wow, the information today, somebody must be saying, how can I get these products? Somebody might be saying, Doc, can I ask you a question? So we're going to allow for that to happen soon. So ladies and gentlemen, this company didn't just appear out of the blue. It took 9 years of research and development, tweaking and everything for us to have these powerful more Mito products. Thanks to Roger Hill, and thanks to Dr. Bevan Elliott, thanks to Dale Bonet, the three wise men that are the co-founders of this company, we now have a product that will be the product that will be in every household. People are talking about it already. It's just getting off the tarmac, launching into a place that everybody will want to use it. And we are very happy to invite you to come to this call, to hear it, that you can go back to your neck of the woods, so to speak, and tell friends and families about it. We don't have to live with some of the things that we are living with that are as a result of mitochondrial dysfunction. The technology has allowed us to enter a place that mankind has only dreamt about. Doc, I don't know if you remember a movie a couple years ago that they shrunk a team of scientists, our doctors, and like inject them through a vein in the body, and they were supposed to go into a blood vessel to clear the blockage that would have been terminal for the person who had a very important person, and they had to clear it. Do you remember that movie, Doc? Do you have any
I
recollection?
no, but I don't know if the movie that was called Shrunken or something like that.
Could be, you know.
Mhm.
Oh no! Oh, it's not. I was not the one that baby. I shot the kid. No, no, that, that's
No, man, no, 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 not
I
that
just,
one. No.
I just trouble, you know. That's that kind of.
Mm. No, the
Yeah.
move that was a sitcom. Mommy, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Kids. But a long time they fantasizing about shrinking people, put them into the body. But when we have something as a magnitude of the mitochondria, we don't need to do that because the men are already in there.
Mm-hmm.
We just need to feed them because they're starving. So they are damaged. I will send a rescue mission, as you always like to say, it's a rescue mission to send them the nutrients they need so that these small men, if I may call the mitochondria, that this minute thing can be re-energized and to come to our rescue. This is good news in a usually bad news world in rescuing yourself for such a time as this. Now, I'm going to ask for Lady Marva if she's able to come in and lead this part of the conversation in recognizing persons who may want to ask Doc a question, persons who are typing things into the chat room to make a comment or to ask Doctor a question. So, Marva, what I'm going to ask you to do for me is take charge, take over, and between you and Dr. Summers, would you close Summit too? Because I know I'm going to be on the road driving, and just for the sake of ease, would you do that for me? Please and time.
Certainly. And thank you
Yeah.
for coming. I know the situation today. And thank you so much for showing up. I
Yes, sir.
appreciate that. We appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go into our question and answer period. We can speak directly to the doctor, or you can by raising your virtual hand, where it's right behind reaction. And once you press that, you'll see it pop up on the screen says to raise your hand. You can do it that way, or you can write in the chat. No big words, please. Them words. Just joking. But seriously, you can go ahead and write in the chat or raise your virtual hand. I see it. One person already wrote in the chat, and we're going to address that right away. Okay, thank you so much, doctor.
Okay, so the question in the chat says Crohn's disease.
Yes.
So Crohn's disease is basically one of the stuff that we have had a lot of good results on it. I've known persons who were suffering from Crohn's disease, and after 8 weeks, they went back to get their test, and the nurse said, "Your gut is good." But folks, this gentleman was deliberate and intentional about getting his stuff sorted out. And so he took it 3-4 times a day, sublingually, and then he was actually just massaging his back and his tummy. And so he was getting it full 100. And so, yes, it does work, and persons have reported great results with Crohn's and colitis. So, yes, it works.
Great. Thank you so much, doctor. I don't see any raised hands. Don't wait for the last minute to start raising your hand now. You have a question, please go ahead and do it now or
Yeah,
write in the
please
chat.
get the questions in. I have a soccer match to go watch.
You know, see what I mean? Hey, and he
Canada,
deserves it. Look at what he
Can-
put out. So it's good for him to go relax now.
Canada
If
is
his
playing
team
Chile.
wins. It is? Well, I haven't been outside, so I don't know. I heard it's raining.
No. I said Canada is playing against Chile, the country, not Chile.
Oh, I thought you said it was chilly in Canada. So I'm sorry. Okay.
There is somebody's hand, Salome. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead, Salome.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hi, Miss Mova. It's Terian. Someone asked me, I'm not sure if there's a sickness by the name of ganglion, something like that.
Gangleon, yeah.
Yes, and they're asking if the mitochondria can heal it.
The mitochondria or the more mito?
More mito, yeah.
Oh, definitely. So it's actually ganglion. It's like a fist. So you have to apply the rejuvenate on it. So remember we said that anything that can anything on your skin in an unwanted way. persons have testified that warts have fallen off, skin tags have fallen off. So this is the ganglionic cyst. It can actually help with it. You just have to apply it multiple times a day.
And massage it in, right?
Yeah, but don't just rub it and leave it there. Massage it so it gets righted. Ganglionic cysts, if they're not too scared, yeah, just cut it out. But if they want to give the mito a shot to do it so they don't have to do the surgery, seriously, yeah, just do that. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. My mom ordered a Rejuvenate. She purchased a Rejuvenate and I picked it up for her the other day.
Mhm.
Yesterday she got it and she rubbed it on her varicose veins. Normally when we're walking, she's always lingering behind. And yesterday we was in Maple walking and she started to laugh at me, saying that I just rub it one time. I just massage it on her knee and on the varicose vein at the back of her knee. And she started laughing at me, saying that she's walking away from me now.
Just one day.
One, not even a day, a full day, couple
Did you
hours.
say? Did you say Maypen?
Yes, Maypen.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. All right. Thank you.
So that is a story behind that, but I'm not troubling anything. Me pen is me pen. Anyone else with a question? Raise hand. A question in the chat. We see. Will it eradicate inflammation in the body?
That is one of the main things that it does.
Yeah.
Sort of inflammation, because inflammation is the root cause of most disease and sickness. So once there is low energy, inflammation sets in and just start wreaking havoc on the body. So one of the things that this product does for you is that it gets rid of inflammation. And not just get rid of inflammation. Some of us been drinking a whole lot of milk, and so we have a lot of mucus. And so it helps to get rid of that. Folks, you have like a horrible cough for a long time and stuff like that, just don't put it on your chest. Put it also on your back and watch it eliminate a lot of that gunk out of your lungs. So it does work.
Yeah. Because doctor, all the organs in our body, it's located at different places, but we should be able to touch a spot in on our body, and that's exactly where the organs are, right?
Yes.
So basically, if somebody's having a problem with a particular organ, they can just massage the cream combination
unless
right there.
Unless they have a condition called dextrocardia, where everything is on the wrong side.
Oh, Lord of mercy.
Yes,
Don't come up with something, doctor.
No, seriously, there is a way there. We have persons when we try to get the apex beat of their heart, it's supposed to be in the left mid-axilla line. And we can't find it. And then we put our hand to the right side, and that's where it's at. And then we know that the spleen is on the right and the appendix is on the left and all kind of foolishness. So
it's just like having a mirror image twin.
Yeah, exactly. So yes, there's that condition where the heartbeat is on the other side and so on. The liver, the big part of the liver, the spleen, everybody just decide that they're gonna stay where they want to stay. So yes.
Interesting, eh? And God still can operate with us that way. That's
because once we do an ultrasound or an X-ray, we'll find out. But because sometimes a person will come in and they're like their left side is killing them. And we're thinking to ourselves, okay, if it's a left side, the only thing on the left side that should cause that kind of pain is like a stone. But then they're telling you that the pain is radiating to the navel. Once they do that, it's time for an ultrasound. And then once we do the ultrasound, you're going to find out that, oh my God, he's got the appendix on the left side instead of the right side.
I'm telling you, boy. I'm telling you, God is good. God is good. Now, I did lower your hand, Salome, because I thought you were done. But I'm gonna take Kadish first, and then we'll have you. Okay? Go ahead, please, Kadish.
Okay, greetings, everyone. Kadish from Dubai again, just sharing a testimony I received this morning from a relative in the USA. You know, she's using the product, of course, and experiencing some wonderful things, but all of a sudden, something happened. You know? She felt a terrible, well, it was a very loud ringing in the air. I always ask about the tinnitus. Anyone experience it to talk about it? And lo and behold, here is, you know, my cousin now experiencing this. And, you know, she just put the product to work and she didn't give up. At one point, she was going to give up because, you know, that pain is a terrible pain. You know, she explained. And she just was consistent with it until it, you know, it went away eventually. But I think she's on the call. She could give you more details of what happened. Paulette,
Cool.
are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here, Kadish. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay. Let me tell you, I'm very shy. I just didn't want to come on and say anything, but I'm so motivated now
We're
that
shy too. Don't worry, we're shy too.
Kadish started it. So it started last night. In fact, I got my products about 4 weeks ago, and the first I got it like the Wednesday afternoon and the Wednesday night before I went to bed. I put it on my left foot because my left foot, the toes are curling under like becoming hammer toes. I don't know if that's the right term. But when I walk, they seem to press down into the floor because it's just a post-stroke effect I'm still experiencing from the stroke in 2018. Thank God I'm still alive. But this left foot is very stubborn. So when I started listening and hearing about the more my toe, I said I'm gonna order it just for my legs. But then I didn't. But then when I saw how my dog was scratching and itching and rolling over and some assaulting because she was having allergies after being to the doctor and getting prednisone and all that kind of stuff didn't work for her. So I said, I'm getting it for the dog. So I went ahead and made my purchase, but forgetting that I wanted it for myself too. It was more for the dog. So I used it first before I gave it to her, to the dog. And the next morning, in fact, the same time, when I was massaging the rejuvenate into my toes and between my toes, underneath, entire foot bottom, entire foot off the top of the foot up to the ankle. Those toes just straightened out. Straightened out. And I said, my God, they're standing up. They look as straight and alert like the right foot. So I said, okay, this thing worked immediately. But so then the next morning I got it, they curled back under. So I kept on working on them, and they still curl even now. But the first time I put it on, immediately those toes stood up, straightened out like flat on the floor and straight, not curling on them. Anyways, I kept working on it. And also that same first night when I put it on Wednesday night, my knee, my left knee, also another stroke thing, it was swollen and you could see how puffy it is. And then you could take a needle and just prick the skin and get some fluids running out. So I rubbed it on there and I massaged it. Next morning, my knee was down. I didn't have that big fat puffy knee. It was down. So my first night using it, I got positive, immediate results. Okay, going forward for the rest of the time, I'm taking it the way how it is supposed to be done. Under my tongue, I use a little bit because it's true. If you use too much saliva will start mixing into it. You won't absorb it, and you're going to end up swallowing the whole thing and get a throat burn. So I put just a little tip of it near the end, maybe about two lines up, markation up, and then I put it under my tongue, way under near that end of the tongue under there, and put it on there and hold my head back. It's true. You need to hold your head back a little bit and give it about 20, 30 seconds, even a whole minute sitting there. And that's what I've been doing. And I'm telling you, but by the time those minutes and seconds are over, there's none of that stuff under your tongue for you to even swallow any saliva with. So you get that throat burn. I used to get the throat burn and heartburn and stomach burn because I was using too much when I got started. And then I had to swallow because all the saliva started well up in my mouth. So 3 weeks passed. I continued rubbing and massaging and stuff like that. All of a sudden, I found that the neuropathy in my left leg was not bothering me, but it started bothering me again. So I started saying, why is this bothering me now when it shouldn't? Because I'm using my technology. I shouldn't be getting those symptoms anymore again. Then all of a sudden, the right foot started to feel like it want to get neuropathy in it too. So I said, my God, I start giving up on the product and say, something I'm taking this still, but it seemed like it's not working no more. All of a sudden, I started feeling these symptoms that I haven't felt for like 3 or 4 months ago. All right, so I said, I'm not giving up. I'm going to continue taking it. I kept on coming onto the programs and I listened to testimonies.
Yes.
And I said, I'm not giving up. I'm going to stay at it, keep at it. And my cousin, Kadisha, she's very good at motivating you to keep at it. Don't give up. Try other this. Try something else. Try another method. Try something else. And I would listen to her. So the last night, about 3:30, going to 4 o'clock, my husband just came home from work. So I heard him in the garage door open and I woke up, but no, I didn't wake up yet. Around that time, I heard this big old siren, in my right ears. Moo. I was still sleeping, coming out of sleep. I thought it was the alarm or something went off in the house. So I'm waking up now thinking that it was an alarm in the house. So I woke up completely. And then I realized it was coming from me. My right ear was just going off in a freight train sound. The freight train are coming in, man, until louder and louder. I said, Jesus, how what with these? So right away, I knew it was, I said, if it's ringing of the ears and all that kind of stuff, I understand tinnitus. I understand the whole story about tinnitus. So I hear it more on the right ear, but on the left ear, there was a lower version of it going on there. So I said, Lord God, no go deaf no. I said, get up, I got up before my husband came into the house and I ran to the bathroom and get my products, man. And I start to massage and I start to pray in the name of Jesus. I start to pray and I use the product and I massage the ear, I massage the temple, the forehead on both sides, but more on the right side me I work on. And I went to the back of the head right by the hospital nerve there because that's where I got the stroke from. So it affected the left side. So I work on that side and go to the other side, my shoulders and stuff. And I work on that. I work on my mole, the part of the head they call the mole, the top right there. So I rub some of the rejuvenate in that. And it was still bothering me. And I'm getting nervous. I'm getting very worried because I had a friend who got it about 4 years ago, just before COVID, and she almost went crazy. And somebody told her about something that she used, and it got her better, and she's doing well. And I said, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to end up like that. But I'm depending on this product here, and I'm going to use it and I have nothing else. I don't know what else to take. And I kept on massaging, and I started reading on Google how you handle this thing. And it said something like you can play a little bit of music, blow a fan, or something like that. I said, I put on some music and playing it real low. So I said, kind of distract me a little bit so I don't hear too much of that ringing. It was so intense. It was like a freight train. The year when the train are coming and pass through, I saw it sounding off. And man, I got up because I couldn't sleep anymore. So I got up and I came out into the kitchen and living room and I started doing some good things, like sweep the floor, put away the dishes that dry last night and repack the dishwasher and that and so forth. I'm not telling anybody that's me going through this, I'm not telling nobody. So I got through by myself in the middle of the night there. In the morning I was there and I prayed and I continued putting it in. I don't remember how many minutes are so apart. But I kept on going back and keep on massaging. So I got up. I was able to still be up at 6 and 5 o'clock. So I was able to get on my prayer line group and I listened a little bit. Then I started getting sleepy about 6:30, 7 o'clock. So I was up from 3 to about 7. And so I'm going back to bed now. And during that time while I was up, the Spirit said to me, make some tea. And I made some mint tea. And then the Spirit said, drink water. You're not drinking enough water, and with that product, you have to drink water. Why am I not drinking so much water? Because I'm in an air-conditioned house. You don't get hot nor thirsty. But my regular thing in life is to drink at least 8 glasses of water a day. I always religiously do it. But we start using the AC and all that, I don't feel like I need water. But I've been trying to force it on myself, but not as much as I used to for my 8 glasses a day. So the spirit say, you're not drinking enough water. So we start to sip water. We start to drink water during the night, last night, during the morning, this morning. And, little by little, I'm feeling better. The rain was still there. It didn't subside yet. So when I started falling asleep, something to 7, I went back in and said, I'm going to do it this time. I already text my cousin before I fell asleep that this is happening to me. But I told her I'm still using the product. So in my mind, I'm saying, if I should fall asleep now with this, I'm praying that in the morning when I wake up, it will be gone. So I went back in before I went to bed, massage again, massage some more. And then I remember something my mom used to do when we were kids. When I hear start ring, she would say, somebody, I call her name. And then she would just make a fist with her hand and just blow the fist, some warm air, and put it over the ear. So I'm going to try that. So I did that. And I put it over my ear, and I feel the warm air going into my ear, along with the massaging I just did, and the product still on my skin. And I did it some more fist blow. And that's like I'm gonna open my hands, my palm wide this time, blow into my palm, and then cover my ears with it. And the warm air goes straight in there on both sides. All right. So after that, I put some over my eyes. Because I'm ready to get sleep. I want to fall asleep with this now on my face some more. And I did all of that. Went to bed, turned on my right side, and then I said, I'm going to put my ear down into the pillow just to block it up. And thank God, I slowly fall asleep. And I think I slept until about 9 o'clock or 9:30. I got up. And I have to be checking myself to say, is it still there? I don't hear nothing. But turn off the radio, like everything quiet in the place. I don't hear anything. I put my hand over my ears, the two of them. I don't hear no ring, I don't hear no bell, I don't hear no penny walling or nothing going on. Just so like penny walling, something like.
That's what I call it too, Peeny Wally.
and I said, man, so I open the phone, saying to my sibling, Kadish say, put some of it down in your ears, put a few drops down in your ears. And that time I get up again, and I said, me never put none down in the ears, no, put it around the ears and around the other part, but not down into the hole there. So I said, this time I'm going to put some on my finger. I'm not going to make no drops in there to be safe. I'm going to just put it on the finger and rub it in there, and massage again, and massage again. And then the spirit say, turn your head, do some neck exercises. So I sat up straight. I turned my neck to the left, back to the center, then to the right, back to the center, and I hear some popping going in there. I say, what all this popping? What is? Some start to say, I must have been busting my muscles or stretching out or something, but it's popping like I was chewing bubble gum. Like when your ears tough up and you chew bubble gum and you pop up in your ears, you feel the eardrum start to open, so you find ear going into and start to get this release. I was released. It was releasing. I don't know if it's gas. And then I rub around the corner back of the ears and stuff. I start to burp. And I burped. And the cracking gone because I continued doing that neck turn. And then afterwards, I said to myself, I got my rude awakening at 3:30 this morning. I was about to give up on my stuff. And now God has given me a rude awakening this morning that you can't stop. Can't give up. Keep doing it. Keep going on. Even if you think it's, and the doctor said this morning just a while ago that it might not work on what you think you want it to work for. It's working on something else. And that's what it is, man. It worked on something else. And it's convinced me so much more not to give up. Keep doing it. Keep at it. And that's my story this morning. Right now, not a penny wall around me right now. I am free. I am clear, and I can hear. I listened to my music and this morning. I like to listen to music loud, but I didn't make it so loud at all. I made it just moderately loud so I can, walk around the house and still listen. And I'm feeling so happy because last night I was so afraid. I was so frightened that this thing was going to make me crazy. And what I was reading about tonight is what it can lead to, what it's doing to your brain, and what is all that kind of stuff was bothering me. But I tell you, this product, Mito, it helped me this morning. Like a
Amen.
oil. Better than it was like the Benjamin, you mother rub on your middle of your navel and run your back, your neck and stuff, make you feel better. It was my healing oil this morning. It helped me. My tonight, whatever was happening in my ear and my head this morning, it was very bad. It was scary. It was blinding. It was deafening. And here I am right now. I'm praising God for the relief I got this morning in the wee hours of the morning, when I usually wake up at that time when I hear the garage door open, and I sometimes I get up at that time and just about to go back to sleep. But God is good. I'm so glad. I'm feeling much better now this morning. Thank you so much. I will never
Yeah.
give up this product. Amen and amen.
Amen. Thank you so much. Doctor, you want to say anything?
Well done, well done.
I could actually listen to her all day.
That's what I'm saying. So pleasant. She says she's shy, but I gotta tell you something, Paula. You're not shy. You're a great storyteller. And when you think about it, you just need to start writing your stuff and practicing it. I'm coming to Jamaica to do a couple of plays, and I want you to open one night doing a story. Okay? I'm serious.
So,
I'm
so
in West
I
Canada.
want her to continue with the areas that she can access, especially for the stroke. So
Mhm.
whichever side you had the stroke on, that side of the head need to be taken care of, massage. And if your hands are still having issue, because usually sometimes when a person have a stroke, the hand have issue. There is a set of nerves that we call the brachial plexus. I want you to continue to massage those on the regular, because that is going to help with the healing process. And continue with the feet. The toes, they're going to get back together.
So
And
the brachial access is right in the elbow right there, that break
no,
right
no,
there.
no, the
Brachial-
brachial plexus is under your arm. So it's
Oh,
like, yeah, it's under your arm and it comes down the hand.
okay.
Mhm.
I've been doing that. I'm gonna
Okay.
write biceps and the triceps. I'm gonna write down.
Mhm.
I've been doing
Yeah.
that. I don't
Yeah,
know
so
about
that brachial plexus is a whole network of nerves and stuff that God put under there. So just
Okay.
massage them, strengthen the ones that are weak, and the ones that are strong, they will get stronger.
Oh,
And
great.
so, yeah, awesome. And for the person that's talking about the MRI and stuff, listen, we want you to massage your spine properly. Deep massage of the spine with this rejuvenate pro thing. Because some guys who have had a car accident, a vehicle accident for over 10 years, nothing was helping. First 3 weeks of using the restore in his chest, all of that pain as a result of the accident disappeared. But again, I want folks to be intentional about getting their healing. You have to be intentional of doing it 3-4 times a day. That is necessary to give it the boost that it needs. All right.
That's
I
an
think,
awesome testimony. Really
shalom is
appreciate you. Shalom.
that's a breakthrough. That's a medical technology breakthrough.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Yes. Amen.
Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you.
Go ahead, Shalom.
Yes,
Mhm.
all right. It's me again. I have two questions. One is there's a lady that she used to tutor my son. She had breast cancer on her left breast. Doctor took off her breast, but now her hand is immobile for years. For
So
my
when they did the mastectomy,
yeah.
that's it. They damage a nerve.
Oh.
Yeah, because depends on how deep depending on how deep the cancer had gone, sometimes you have to take more than the breast. You sometimes have to take a little bit of muscle. So it seems like hers has gone really bad, and they have to do cut the nerve or something based on how deep they had to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the more
So
mito, just put it there. If the nerve is still there, if it was just damaged, and they put it back together. It is slow, but it does grow. It's the slowest part of the body for growth, but it over time it will get back. It gets well. So nerves, they are the slowest things in the body to grow, but yeah, keep working on them and they will actually.
okay, all
Okay.
right, thank you. Another thing, I went and did a pap smear, but the doctor said that my cervix is turned backward.
Oh, you
Excuse me,
have a
Barry. Please.
retroverted cervix.
Yes, so I wanted to ask why is that, and can I use the more miter to turn it back, or did I born with it that way?
You are
Because
possibly born with it that way. Planning to have babies?
yes, I have a son, he's 17.
Okay, so you're good. You don't need to worry about it. It's only surgery will reverse it. Surgery will reverse it, but they
But
don't
that
want to do it.
born with it like that, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's
Oh,
what we call a retrovert. This is like you see. Okay, you see if you have like a straw in your hand, right?
yes.
When you're in vitro up there, so what happens is that this straw, it has to turn 360 degrees at a time and then turn back the other way 360 degrees. And each time it turns, something else pop out and something else is done. So maybe I don't know if when it was making one of the turn, your mom probably sneezed or something like that, and it never make a full turn. So that's why some things don't go in place. Listen, to be born it's a miracle when you understand the amount of stuff that goes through from conception to birth. It's a miracle that we are born. Trust
Okay, all right. Thank you very much.
me.
Thank you very much. Beverly, she had her mic open. I know she's not able to see well to raise her hand. So if Beverly, if you're able to turn on your mic, if you can turn it on, go ahead, please. Okay, if not, we'll go on. Someone's asking about the price, so the person who's asking about the price, just get back to the person who invited you to the call, and they can take you into the back office and show you the different things of the price, because it's not just one price as a basic price, but you can buy individual stuff or you can buy stuff in a bundle, which is more cost effective.
Now, if they got 3 minutes, let me just show them because
Okay, go ahead.
I have a
Thank you.
person that made a mistake one time, and I don't want anybody else to make that mistake.
Okay.
So let me just show you the price breakdown so you don't
Okay,
make
thank you.
that mistake that the lady makes because
Thank you very much.
it end up costing her more than it should,
Hmm.
and I didn't like that. So
No.
I'm just gonna show you how to look at it. Give me 2 seconds here. Let me just log in.
Okay.
Alrighty. So now share screen.
You're so kind, doctor. Thank you. Really.
All right. So if you can look at my screen, you are going to see that handsome guy is Dr. Bevan Elliott. Scroll down. Let's go to buy now. So when you go to buy now, they're gonna have bundles for you. So if you look at, still have stuff out of stock. All right. So if you look at bundle number 1, it comes with the Restore. So it comes with the Restore and the 2 Rejuvenate. So 1 Restore, 2 Rejuvenate. That is bundle number 1. The cost of that is $160. If you go on auto ship, you'll get an additional $10 discount. So you can get that for $150. The other one we have here is you can get, I heard our sister was testifying about the pet. So persons can get the one for the pet, they can get a Rejuvenate and a Restore, and that is also for $160. The reason I show you it like that is that if I scroll down to the bottom here, the Restore by itself is for $110. The Rejuvenate by itself is for $60. And so if you buy them individually, that's what, $170 right there. So I would prefer to say to you, buy it if you're gonna buy both. Buy it based on one of the packages. So package number one is that if your situation is crazy and you're looking to really stock up and to get going, you can actually, so you can get 2 Restore and 1 Juvenate, then you'll get a second Rejuvenate, and all of that comes to $260. So you get 2 Restore and 2 Rejuvenate, that comes to $260. And then, yeah, that's about it. So do not go on and buy them individually if you want. Both go on, buy them as a bundle. So buy it as a bundle, and so it will work better for you.
Now, it also, the reason why I said to speak to the person who invite them, because if they're in Jamaica and they buy a big package, customs will kill them with charges because it's over $100, right? So a bundle, like bundle number one and so forth, you know, you can do that. But if
Right.
you buy, if you want to buy 2 bundles, buy them separately, put it that way. A separate one bundle, you get the 3 items. Another bundle, you get another 3 items. It's more cost effective going through customs in Jamaica.
Oh, I
If that's
guess the Jamaican government need all the money to fix up all the roads and stuff.
They don't because the money generating into the country, that's really, really good. But that's another story. Okay. Sorry.
All right, so that's
Um,
where the price is. So that is, I just want to show you. All
Mhm.
right.
Yeah. So I know Beverly really wanted to talk to you, and that's why I'm insisting. I don't know if she's close to the phone or she can't find her way to open the trap again. But I'm gonna send an individual invitation to open the mic. Avril Bennett, I see your mic
Yes,
is open.
yes. I'm the person who asked about the price. Good evening, guys.
evening.
Wonderful product.
Thank you.
Somebody has told me about it, but I don't know if there's like a commission you buy with commission for doing commission, or you just buy the product straight like that, or you introduce it to people.
There is
You
a
just-
networking side to it where persons can make money from it. So yes, if you sign up and you're a distributor, anybody who buy that, you recommend, you do get commissions from them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And my cousin in Canada who introduced it to me, so
Great.
Okay,
Yep.
we're in Canada. Toronto,
Toronto.
Brampton.
I think it's
Okay.
Toronto.
Okay, cool.
That's in my town. Yep.
Okay, my sister is living in Toronto as well.
Ah, who just said
Yeah.
that?
Sorry?
Yeah, I was just saying who was saying that. Your sister's from Toronto. Yep.
Yeah, my sister is living in Toronto as well. Scarborough.
Oh,
Me too,
Scarborough.
Scarborough. Yeah, Toronto. Because they say mega city Toronto, but if you go by boroughs, I'm in Scarborough. So that's
Okay.
perfect. Yeah,
Okay.
good stuff. Yeah, so so just remember, just know this if you don't know, that when you register, it's a free registration and there are no monthly membership fees. However,
Yes, you
for the
told me.
very first purchase to be made on your website needs to be you. If
Okay.
not, if you give somebody else your website and they order before you place an order, then the commission doesn't come to you. It's gonna go to if it's your sister, it's gonna if she's the one
Cousin.
whose website, then she's gonna get the commission until you purchase
Okay.
something, and then it's
Okay.
gonna go back to the person will go back to you after that.
Okay.
But
Thank you so much for your
you are
information.
quite welcome, and
Thank
I'm
you.
saying in advance, welcome to More Mito.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
And yeah.
More Mito. No.
As Dr. Clive would say, bless it and take it.
And take it. No, take it. It's take it. Listen, you got to do it the real Jamaican way. Bless it and take it. Thank you.
And for my Maypen person, I'm going to be Maypen soon.
You see this now?
gonna-
I'm not allowing you to leave Toronto
No, really
or
not.
Brampton or wherever you are. Or Calgary.
I'm flying from Calgary straight to Toronto, to Jamaica.
Oh,
Straight to
oh,
Jamaica. Yep.
oh. So you trying to bypass me?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, okay. Tim Hortons. Okay.
Maypen A&E is waiting on me. I just got a letter from my from my upper guy, and he's saying, "Where are you?" I'm like,
Uh-oh.
"Soon come."
Okay, I've been to Jamaica too. My aunt was dementia. She says, I want to hear. Don't stay there singing to me. Come. So I'm gonna have to go. I don't like to travel in August. I'm gonna try to see if I could go next month or something. I don't know.
The prices for July are ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm sure August too. And
And
with
then
the
I
with
saw
the heat.
one-way flight for $720. That's the cheapest.
Well, my brother said he'll buy the ticket, but that's too expensive. I won't let him spend that kind of money. I always travel WestJet. WestJet, I own WestJet.
Yeah,
You
they're
know?
on strike right now, and they're messing up my
Yeah.
time for Thursday.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me go.
Okay.
We'll be
Okay.
back here tomorrow at 5 o'clock Jamaica time, is it?
Hmm.
So we're back here tomorrow, 5 o'clock Jamaica time. Same link. Get some folks on. We are gonna be giving good information as usual.
Great
And
information.
we just want everybody to be as healthy as they can be. I want to say thank you, and I'm signing. Oh, there's one more message. What is that person saying? Hello, great
What is the
information.
message?
What time? Oh, the price. Okay. All right, no problem. So I will
Mhm.
be with you tomorrow. I will be here.
Mhm.
Our water problem is almost over, so we should be good to go.
Okay.